Is fear really the opposite of faith? Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, I got a great message asking about Jesus walking on the water and Peter's reaction to the whole thing when he doesn't walk on the water very well. And you know the story. Jesus comes walking on the water, and Peter says, "Lord, tell me to come and walk on the water with you." And he steps out of the boat, and he does it at the beginning, and then he takes his eyes off of Jesus, and he looks down at the water. And as soon as he does that, he starts to sink. And Jesus grabs his hand and pulls him up, and he says, "O ye of little faith." And he explains faith. If you had faith as small as a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain to move from here to there, it would be possible. But you don't. Peter must have felt as small as a mustard seed. This question that my friend asked was this. The Bible seems to indicate that fear and faith are opposites. Fear is an emotion and quite often a knee-jerk reaction, where faith, well, I'm not certain that faith is an emotion. And this bothers me, Pastor, because fear is observable, tangible, part of our human condition from birth. Faith doesn't seem to be an emotion. Faith doesn't feel able or tangible like fear is. I'm not sure I've ever felt faith. I've felt hope, appreciation, love, but have I ever felt faith? Is being afraid of anything faithlessness? Would being afraid of a clearly rabid, barking dog who is running at you a sign of faithlessness? I guess the thought of it does cause some bitterness within me, as fear is measurable within all of us, but faith is not. How can fear be the opposite of faith? That is a great question, and I have a great answer. Fear is not the opposite of faith. Trust is the opposite of faith. Trust is the opposite of fear. Um, it's important that we understand, folks, that our faith is never good enough, never was, never will be. And when I really try to have enough faith, I realize that all I'm trying to do is have faith in my faith, which doesn't get me anywhere. You see, there's an object of my faith, and the object is Jesus Christ. Faith has to have an object, because faith in itself, you're right, it isn't tangible, it doesn't go anywhere. But the object of my faith is what gives me the stability. And of course, the object of my faith is Jesus Christ. And his death on the cross gave him the ability to live inside of me, for the Holy Spirit to begin to give me the kind of faith that I don't have on my own. And I find it coming to my rescue when I need the faith. That's pretty cool. So the Holy Spirit begins to give me faith when mine quits. The Holy Spirit gives me faith that comes from Jesus Christ, so I don't have to try to have faith in my faith. And I begin to grow in faith only because I'm growing in him. They happen exponentially. When I grow in Jesus, I grow in faith. And that's good news for all of us that suck at faith, because it means that he has the faith that I need. And when I'm connected with him, I'm connected to the source of my faith, Jesus Christ. God bless you. Have a great day.